Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! Good day to you. Today, the next edition, if you will, of... What's going on with my hair? I may need a haircut. What do you think, boys? Haircut? Before Raraland? Maybe. Yeah, here we are. TP League continues. The third month now starting today. We had the qualifiers yesterday. And today we're going to kick off with Group A. The last two encounters, or installments rather, went to Moon, who had a very successful time in July and August. And now it's going to be time for the September edition. Oh, no, wait. It was Colorful last time. And before that, it was Moon. Sorry about that. And yeah, today we're going to have Group A to start things off. So I got to make sure I don't miss the games. We get the first lobby hosted. FoCuS vs Infi is supposed to be our first game. Infi, of course, capable of playing many different races. The first question here was, what race is he going to play? And it seems like Night Elf is his choice. Thank you very much, BB, with the 31-month resub. Says, good morning, Remo. Oh, wait a minute. I'm ahead of the thingies, alerts. Oh, Jesus. All right, there we go. And thank you, Nowie1510 with the 20-month resub. Says Infi GG. We'll see about that. Infi always, as we know, a very creative player. One of the best players this game has ever seen. Nowadays tends to more focus on streaming rather than competing. But every now and then we will see him and TH, and nowadays even Ted, compete in some tournaments. Infi in Group A, Ted is in Group B, but no TH around this time. We're trying to get the server situation underway. We're having a bit of difficulty here, as it seems. Are we good? Are we good to go? It seems like we are. Infi versus FoCuS meeting now. FoCuS as Orc, of course. Infi not playing as human, but rather playing as Night Elf. As of course we have known for a long time now, Infi is very good with all the races. And probably Night Elf his best off race. Hard to say, maybe even nowadays his Night Elf stronger than his human. That is unclear. What is clear, though, is that Night Elf has it a lot easier in this matchup rather than a human. When you play human, you're going to be under pressure right away from fast headhunters. One misstep can cost you the game very quickly. It's super stressful. Similar to how human versus undead works. You are under immense pressure early on. With Night Elf, it's a different story. You got the Keeper, you got Hunts, and if you get level 2 or maybe even level 3 quickly, then it is the Night Elf who can be aggressive. And it is the Keeper indeed against the Blade Master. It's a standard build here. Nothing outside the ordinary yet. Infi only plays favorable matchups. Yeah, pretty much. He tries to play the matchup that is the strongest, or perhaps even the easiest, you know? Like, I think ease of execution also is very important. For example, if the Orc plays it perfectly this matchup, I think it's very, very even, but it's way easier for the Orc to make mistakes, and Night Elf is just a lot easier to execute. in this matchup here. Thank you very much, Smoking Jesus, with the 420 donations. Says, have a nice day, Remo, and everyone watching. And Korak with the 59 monthly sub. Thank you guys very much.
A player's forces are under attack.
Keeper starting off with the ring is definitely not the best. Later on for the Alchemist will be good, but he would have loved some more damage, just like the Blade Master. Concealed Hill, in my opinion, a very balanced map in this matchup. Although it can be very, very tough to prevent Keeper level 3 in the early game. You really gotta be on point with your scouting and movement to prevent that Keeper from getting level 3. And FoCuS most of the time plays a pretty passive early game, rather focusing on creeping himself and thereby allowing the Keeper to level up pretty easily. Uruk Hayelu with a 19-month resub as well, thank you. Interesting creep up by the Blade. So you got the item here, goes to the shop, doesn't get level 2, but buys a circlet and of course gets the consumable item. Lin recently, from what I've seen, has been creeping the shop first, which I think I like a lot. You take the whole shop, you get the item, you get the circlet, and you get level 2 if you're left alone. And if the Keeper is aggressive to stop this camp being crept, then you're in the perfect position to harass the Keeper right away and slow him down in return. Oh, Infi now. Trying to go for the Burrow cancel. I'm not sure if he has the damage here. In fact, it doesn't look like he does. A lot of archers. Wait a minute. There's no hunts coming. It's only archers. Neanderthal, Warcraft 3, thank you with the 16-month resub.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, big last hit here. Does go to FoCuS, gets the level 2, has enough mana for another Windwalk in Infi's early game. Not looking that great. The Illusion as well, scouting things out, knows there's no expansion, and will check out perhaps even that there's no Hunter's Hall. No Hunter's Hall, so weird. Normally we always see hunts in this matchup, but not from Infi. Archers now over here. Gotta be honest, this doesn't look very efficient, if you ask me. He's gonna get a peon here, but it's the only thing he's gonna accomplish. Good deny as well. Staff needed getting out. So I'm not sure if FoCuS realized there's only archers, but if he did, he probably shouldn't go bestiary. Or at least shouldn't go wyvern. Oh, and look at that. Torrent Totem. It's gonna be Raider Walkers, perhaps. Is he expecting bears? Is this gonna be bears? Demon Hunter second. Whoa, what is Infi playing here? This is very unusual. Archer, Demon Hunter, Lores. Could be either Masked Riots or bears. I feel like FoCuS does really well against Masked Riots. I've seen plenty of games from him before, where he goes double bestiary and just mass raiders. And mass and snare and take out one Dryad after the next. Lots of experience, high level heroes. But it's a TC. Looks like he's expecting Talons. Yeah, he definitely is expecting Talons, isn't he? But it's not Talons. And an AP now. What a weird timing. Keeper got the level 3. We got the Demon Hunter out. And I wonder, how well is this TC gonna do against Dryads and Demon Hunter? And Bears? I feel like the answer is not too well. FoCuS may have had a hard read against Talons, and he may have been completely off. Oh, and the AP. He needs to get the cancel here. FoCuS needs to get the cancel against the AP, but the Grunts are so exposed! And the Walkers are coming out so late, his Dispel is gonna be extremely late indeed. AP is cancelled at least. Oh no, not even cancelled. He killed the AP. That's level 2 for the TC. Pretty big mistake there by Infi. Blade Master stabs back in, but the Raider is dead, and the Entangle is stupidly strong right now. One Huntress being thrown in for some fun as well. While one lore finished, the other one's coming, more Dryads on the way, and there's another AP. However, it's scouted the Keeper in trouble! And the TC Stomp saves the day, seemingly. And that happened because he didn't cancel the AP. AP being destroyed, giving the experience, granting level 2. But I think Infi's still in a playable position. I think if he managed to get to a lot of Dryads or Bears, I feel like FoCuS is going to be in a tough spot, especially considering that it doesn't have a Shadow Hunter for healing. And of course the TC gets hard countered by the Demon Hunter. DH, however, at the moment very underleveled. Oh wow, look at that. Keeper basically solo creeping the Ogre Lord here for a little while. But the rest of the gang joins. The Demon Hunter is in severe need of some level ups. What's going to be a big item here? Ooh, Helm of Valor. One of the best items imaginable for a Demon Hunter.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now FoCuS wants to find some kills himself. He's got double level 2 heroes. He gets level 3 and 1. Not sure who the army composition favors right now. Entangle against the blade, and that's a good steal on the item. Demon Hunter gets the 1 of mana ceiling. That's certainly not the best for him. But he's going to take what he can get. Where's the Entangle? Now comes in against the Raider. Oh, good dispel. Spiritling trying to save the Raider, but it does still go down in the end. Demon Hunter getting blocked. Would be a big kill for FoCuS. You can take out the demon, but so far not successful. Spiritling still doing a decent job because we don't have abolished magic yet. Oh, it just finished. Just finished a second ago. Demon Hunter super hurt, has to get back to the Moonwell's Ancient of War, also helping out more archers falling. And all of a sudden we got double level 3 on these Orc heroes. Disenchant again, frees the Raider from the Entangle. Oh, the Moonjuice is looking catastrophically bad. Would have loved to see an expansion behind this for FoCuS, but perhaps he couldn't afford it. Now he's sending over the peon. Seems like the expansion will now be added. But perhaps a bit late. Did Infi pick random or Night Elf? He picked Night Elf. Oh, the replenishment potion right now for the Demon Hunter is absolutely wonderful. Pulling out the red camp. This might be a bit hard to creep for Infi. I mean, he's got a lot of Dryads, but they are squishy in case of a creep jack. We'll see. Oh, and FoCuS, that's a perfect opportunity here to go for the creep jack right now. There's no TP on Infi anymore. This is pretty scary. But he gets the level 3 on the demon. Blade Master finds a kill against one hurt Dryad, and the Keeper in trouble right away. He might be dead. Invul potion. Does he get out though? I think he's still surrounded. Yup. He's stuck. And I think this Keeper is going to go down. Demon Hunter also dropping low HP. He's got a heal scroll still. May have to use it soon. Disenchant over and over. Ensnares against the Keeper over and over as well. This Keeper seems to be doomed to die. Gets level 4. Oh! And then goes down. That makes it even more expensive to revive. Demon Hunter is pretty strong here, but I think with the Ensnare one after the next, the Dryads are falling and FoCuS seemingly in a good position, especially considering with that expansion coming behind it. As long as FoCuS trades somewhat evenly here, this should be good for him. Is he going double bestiary, by the way? No. Would love to see double bestiary. Problem though always for him is he doesn't have a healer, he doesn't have heal wave. TC though close to 4. It's going to be a big upgrade from the aura, which only now is a matter of time, and not much of that. Keep her dead for such a long time as well. This gives all opportunity for FoCuS to set up the expansion, finally establish mining. Oh, wait. Fight keeps going. Oh, demon's surrounded. Wait a minute. He might be dead here. Dispel over and over. Blade in trouble as well. But he's got the info potion. Oh, for some reason I thought Infi had retreated. But no, that's not the case. Demonic goes down and that must be game. That must be game. GG is called. And 1-0 for FoCuS. In my opinion, Dryads are never really good against Orc. But Infi tried. Didn't work on map 1. But he's gonna have a chance on map 2. Oh, the overlay crashed. Apparently. Alright. What's the new game name? Alright, we're in the lobby. We're ready for map 2. And I'd say FoCuS in a pretty good position here. Next map is gonna be Northern Isles, which usually favors Orc a lot more than Concealed Hill. He's already got the 1-0 lead. Infi tried his own style with that Dryad play. But like I said, I don't really think it's that strong. Night Elf has lots of strong strategies. They got the Keeper Hunts Expo, of course. They got Talons, which on the right map, in the right situation, are very good. But Dryads, I don't really think so. Maybe there was something he could have done better. If the TC doesn't get level 2 to hold the push, if the AP finishes, could have been a different story. But that's not the way it went. Thank you for Real PJ with a 17-month resub. So 17 months of best entertainment. Thank you, Remo and the team. And Co-Pilot with a 13 months says 13 months of love. Thank you, thank you. Alright, here we go. Map 2. Does Infi have something specific prepared again? Something unusual? Or is he going to follow the meta? We'll see here on Northern Isles. Normally, if the Orc plays a really good early game against Standard, this is supposed to be a very Orc favorite map. Because the Keeper has a very tough time here creeping up to 3. If the Blade is aggressive, like he should be. However, FoCuS oftentimes plays it differently. FoCuS oftentimes plays the Blade very passive and completely leaves the Keeper alone. I have criticized him for that plenty of times. I still think it's a big mistake. So maybe Infi is going to have an easier early game here than he might against other opponents. We'll see. Infi has to stick to Night Elf, of course. In the same series, he can't switch races. He has to declare his race at the beginning. Infi's undead in the overlay. Yeah, true. That's weird. I don't really think I can change that. I think it's like taken from Liquipedia or something. But the fact that there's Keeper and Archers being produced should tell you pretty clearly that indeed his race is another.
A player's forces are under attack.
Infi going for the big camp here, the Toscars, trying to get level 2 right away. I think this is the opening I like the most from Orcs. Get one item, pick up heal salves, and then run across the map and be aggressive. I think it is crucially important for the Orcs to be aggressive. And like I said, I've criticized FoCuS before for seemingly being a bit passive.
A player's forces are under attack.
So here we are. Keeper picks up the level 2. And this time it is going to be Hunts. This time it is going to be standard. And he fights the Scroll of the Beast. Early game, not that good. But in the late game, this could be sick. Speed Scroll used by the Blade Master kind of wasted. Hoping to at least get the Archer, but that's not going to happen either because of the Entangle. Picks up that last hit though, and that matters. Every bit of experience here is relevant. Which is also why the Treant is being denied. Oh, and the Archer accidentally running into the creeps. That one I think could have been saved with nighttime and all that. Infi looking to creep up a bit more. Would love to get some consumables here as well. Getting scouted by a Grunt. Oh, can FoCuS do something about that? I think not really. Blade Master finds the Lightning Shield. That's the worst item for him. Keeper, Wand of Illusion. Always a really good item. Blade able to sell quite a bit. Buys the Dust, buys the Circlet, and the Telestaff. Oh, but guess what? We got an AP coming again. And this is something that FoCuS is posed to scout for. With the Grunt, with the Peons. And he's forgetting about it. He's forgetting about it right now. He's looking for the AP, for the tree, I mean. Tree of Life. Oh, when FoCuS gonna get caught off guard. This AP will finish. FoCuS making a big mistake with the scouting. The Grunts completely inactive. FoCuS getting distracted just by Treants. Infi doing it well. Dangling a shiny object in front of FoCuS, and FoCuS is totally falling for it. And now the AP stands, and this is very annoying to deal with, because AP plus Keeper means that the Grunts are quite easy to kill if they're in range of the Protector. They got level 2 though, double Circlet, that's pretty good. Shop gonna go down, FoCuS can remake it. Kind of surprised he didn't restart it yet. Should have made it like here maybe. Peon sent out for scouting, but that is too late. FoCuS sees the AP, goes for a Wall Mill right away. How many salves does the Blade Master have? 3 salves? Okay, so maybe he doesn't need to shop right away. But what is certainly needed is the Shadow Hunter. Has to go for repair with the Peons. But so far, pretty solid defense. The important thing here for the Orc is to not lose the Grunts too easily. If he moves the Grunts into range, like I said, with the Entangle, they will die very fast. Blade Master sticks around the south. He's going to get a cancel here on the Tree of Life. Might even be able to take out the Wisp. That would be huge. Shadowhunter needs to take care where he's going to pop out. Does not want to die to the Entangle right away. Blade Master finally staffing home. First Entangle comes onto a Grunt, and that one is going to fall. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it won't. Shadowhunter comes out. Could go for a Hex, maybe? Yeah, goes for Hex first to threaten the Keeper. Doesn't have a Speed Scroll for chasing, though. One more Hex. Shadowhunter not gonna get surrounded. Ultra falls, but that doesn't have to matter so much. As long as the heroes don't die, of course. And I gotta say, I was more worried for FoCuS with the AP finishing. But he defended super well so far. All the grunts still alive. So are the heroes. I think not even a peon died. However, the AP is still around and still a threat. Keeper going back to the main. He's going to heal up. He's going to telestaff to rejoin. FoCuS. I think he should have started a Demolisher. Didn't start a Demolisher. He had the War Mill to do it. Okay, there we go. Cancels that Hunter. Goes for the demo instead. But the AP is doing quite some damage against the heavy armor burrows. It's working out well. But we got the first Shaman out now as well, so one Entangle is there. It's gonna be there to be used at least. Oh, needs to be fast with a Dispel. Oh, big mistake. FoCuS doesn't dispel the Shadow Hunter, and so the Shadow Hunter will fall. Oh, purchases his own Hex, I think. Blade Master close to falling, but the Keeper dies as well. He is revealed somehow. How is he revealed? Not sure. Oh my god, Altar being remade here. Blade Master! Very close. Oh man. FoCuS making a big mistake. Being too slow on the Purge. And that might cost him the game, but it's unclear. Expansion is still very late. The Altar is cancelled. The AP will be taken out. Blade Master's experience not that high. He got the Keeper kill, but still far away from level 3. And FoCuS will have to get the Shadow Hunter back. Question is it going to be from the Tavern or from the Altar? Well, he doesn't have an Altar right now, so it seems to be that it has to be the Tavern. Ah, that's a shame. If FoCuS was just faster with the Purge, and he saves the Shadow, this game is probably his. But that was a big mistake. Too slow. Taking out the Owls with the Demolisher, which is kind of cool. Blade Master finds the Expo, but this is too far along, certainly, to get the cancel here. Thank you, Simon B, with a 15-month resub. Says, back off holiday, this should take my holiday blues away. I hope so. Keeper is back. He was revived pretty quickly. Same cannot be said for the Shadow Hunter. He is so underleveled. It's not even funny. AP will finally be destroyed. Hard to tell who's in a better position here. This is a very unusual situation for this matchup. Oh, 2 grunts get caught. That's huge. FoCuS made 2 mistakes. First was not scouting the AP, and the second one was being too slow on the Dispel. 1 grunt. Should go down. Oh, Keeper's chasing. But it is denied. Keeper still, or the Blade Master still harassing. He got a lot of experience. Wait a minute. Did he kill like 1,000,000 wisps? Shadow Hunter is finally back. 0 experience though. Yikes. That's a bit painful. FoCuS has Hex, so he can try to go for some kills here. But good save on the Huntress. And TP's over to the expansion. Very nicely done by Infi. Loses the Huntress, unfortunately. But the expansion is going to come up very fast. And FoCuS. Okay, I think now it's clear. I think FoCuS is in terrible trouble. No experience on the Shadow Hunter at all. Oh, and the Wisp Scout as well. He's going to detonate to burn even more mana. Heal Wards is a very good item. FoCuS is so far behind. Clarity was cancelled instantly as well on the Shadow. Yikes. And level 3 already on the Alchemist. Invo Potion for the Blade. Counter expansion is coming. But I don't know how FoCuS is supposed to win any engagement soon. He got a level 1 Shadow Hunter without mana. This is a disaster. And also the army is not good as well. He's got a Demolisher, which is not that good in the late game. Or at least not reliable. And especially lacking grunts. There's a lot of Huntresses. And that makes sense. Since there's no Serpent Wards, Huntresses should fare very well. Lots of income now for Infi. Sitting at 50, probably gonna go for some upgrades here. Maybe buy some scrolls. FoCuS needs more grunts. A lot more grunts. Alright, here we go. Hex against the Alchemist. That was a good cancel. The tower is actually doing a great job. Wait a minute. Can FoCuS win this fight? Perhaps he can, but the expansion certainly will not finish. Smart by Infi to realize that the expansion here is the weak point, and that is going to be a cancel for sure. Heal throw as well. All the Huntresses basically still alive. Keeper trying to staff out. There's no Hex! So he gets away. FoCuS needs to get some hero kills here. And he does surround the Alchemist. That one probably dead. Blade got an Invul Potion as well, remaking the expansion. The game's not quite over yet. This is a big hero kill. This is level 2 for the Shadow. Is he gonna go for Serpent Wards or Heal Wave here? Is the question. Serpent Wards right away. Couple of hunts go down. But Infi is still at 50 supply. FoCuS needs to find more kills, I think, to get further ahead with his heroes. Oh, Huntress is getting caught. And this Demolisher actually is really good right now to kill Invis hunts. You don't see that every day. Oh, 2 more Huntresses. Infi. Ooh, this is some free donations. He's got a Dust as well. From the early game still, I wonder? No, I think he bought it just a moment ago. This Demolisher, surprisingly effective, I feel. But almost dead now. Infi's coming back in for the attack. The Demolisher. Ooh, so close to falling. FoCuS has not much army left, but I guess he's got some pretty good units. He's got the heroes, of course. Oh my god, the Huntress in the back! Almost got the Demolisher! 9 HP, are you kidding me? Blade Master about to die. Invul Potion saves him, but only for 9 seconds. For 7 seconds, I mean. He's waiting for the shop. He's waiting for the shop to finish. This is so many hunts that are being sacrificed here. But it is going to cancel the expansion again, but it's so expensive to get this cancel. Almost a surround on the Alchemist, but there must be a staff for him. Yeah, there is. Oh, and now FoCuS losing a lot. So many Shaman going down. Hex should lead to 1 more kill. But Infi now has a big army. He was macroing well behind this. Just more and more hunts coming. Upgrades as well, about to be 1-1. And the counter expansion of FoCuS still not finished. FoCuS now seems to be in serious trouble. Blade, however, about to be 4. Shadow close to 3. It's not over yet, but it does certainly seem like Infi has a big lead here. Oh, we even got a watchtower in the main base. Afraid of some possible hit and runs. And if he's gonna get the item, probably also the experience. Oh, the blade coming in, but he's entangled. Taking quite some damage here from the poison, I gotta say. Scourge Bone Chimes, very bad for Infi, but he kept it from FoCuS, so that was valuable in that regard. And the blade is 4, the shadow is 3. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, he's going Serpent Wards too, right? Yeah, so FoCuS is super strong right now against this Huntress army. Infi needs to transition into archers, I think, if he actually wants to win a fight. But he doesn't have to win a fight. He can also do it via base race. Now FoCuS moving out on the map. That's looking pretty dangerous. Guess the main will be attacked here in a moment. FoCuS sees it with the Shaman. Does he have reinforced defenses? He certainly does not. Is still far from being ready. Running back now with the whole army. If he has a TP, of course, to get out if need be. It's going to be 1 burrow going down at least, but this doesn't look that effective for Infi. He gets 1 burrow, but loses a Huntress and loses a TP. This Huntress almost falls. He got a Shaman, I guess. And for the next time, reinforced defenses is going to be finished. Behind this, Infi isn't doing much. He's not getting archers. He's not getting tier 3. Okay, he's getting archers now. Alright. Archers finally joining.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 4 and Pendant of Energy. Infi also going for Thorn's Aura. That's pretty cool. A little bit of damage reflect. And now FoCuS is finally mining. I feel like if Infi's next attack fails, he's gonna be behind. Right now he's still got good items. He's got the scrolls, he's got the levels, and he's got pretty good supply. But this is a very good position for FoCuS. He's got reinforced with the burrows, with the tower. He's got a shop here. Infi almost seems all in right here. So much mana on the blade as well. Has he used mirror image once, I wonder? Now he can. He does have mirror image. That is a lot of wisps, by the way. Tree and Terrace in the meantime in the main base. That one's also a bit annoying. The tower, though, helping out. This tower was quite a good idea in the end, I guess. Alright, here we go. Infi doubling down. Starting the APs. He's going all in. You better believe it. Mana's running low on Infi. He's got no juice left on the Keeper, pretty much. Only 150 on the Alchemist. But these APs would be a huge help. Alright, in we go. Wisp trying to detonate. Good spread by FoCuS, not allowing the big money deados to come in. And the grunts also used nicely, focusing on the arch as much as he can. Whoa, so fast with the hex. Stops the heal spray. And there's very little heal spray to begin with. Heal spray used on the Keeper. Acid bomb, please. I mean, mirror image, of course. And FoCuS seems to have the comeback right here. Lots of grunts are about to die, but also the archers. So many have fallen. Shadowhunter got so much experience, and he gets the level 4. And this is looking like a 2-0, isn't it? Grunts almost all gone, but also the Night Elf forces have dwindled. So many kills on both sides. It of course also means more experience, more levels, and especially the Orc heroes scale amazingly into the late game. They've mastered level 5, so they got the Invo Potion. Heal wave comes through, only level 1, but it does help. And FoCuS holds. He's still down in supply, but I think he's got the lead. Serpent Ward's so strong. Same for the Blade. Mana Potion used. Oh, FoCuS, if he chases out onto the map, this might be a bit greedy. This might be a bit much. Purge again, though. Right click coming through. Shadowhunter in trouble as well, but he's got the TP. And that is how he saves himself. 2 more Shaman fall. That was pretty expensive to get this hero kill, but it was a big hero kill in the end. Keeper taken out for the 2nd time, I believe it was. Blade survived, so did the Shadow, and he's still got the Invo Potion. That's also important, and he's got some time now to heal up with the salves. The 2 shops, one at each base, being a big help, and FoCuS now also having tons of income. Still sitting at 50, not paying any taxes. Couple of Huntresses here, nicely saved on low HP. They will be healed up now. The Alchemist got lots of mana and almost level 5. But if the Shadow gets level 5 and gets a Tome of Retraining, feels to me like FoCuS should have the big lead here. We got a supply lead on Infi, but it's not that huge. No heal salve on the Blade Master right here. Ugh, FoCuS with a basic error. Wasn't healing the Blade fully. Alright, there we go. Finally. Expansion for the Night Elves, so 4,000 gold left. Oh, there's even a Witch Doctor for Sentry Wars. That's pretty cool. We have detection against it. If Infi starts this camp, he's gonna lose the game. But he's not really starting it. He's just pretending to. Witch Doctor's still alive. Hell yeah. More sentries coming up. 10 supply lead or so for Infi still.
Players' forces are under attack.
Is he going tier 3? No. Remains on tier 2. Also, oh, missing the second attack upgrade. Oh, that's a big oversight. Infi forgot about that. And this is a weird engagement. The creeps are involved. FoCuS having a tough time connecting. And red camp item goes to Infi. It is Cloak of Flames. Not the best. It could be pretty good on the Alchemist, I guess. Could be really good, actually. Okay, I take that back. Could be really good in the Alch. Gives away the crystal ball. Nice and tanky boy in front. We are now in the late game. We have huge armies on both sides. FoCuS wants to fight out in the open. He wants to be able to approach from a wide arc and make sure that he gets to the archers. Ideally with raiders and with grunts and blade master. Heal scrolls also very important. FoCuS has none. Needs to make sure he gets some here. There's 2 in the shop. Doesn't get the heal scroll. Second invuln? What? Whoa! That looks like a huge mistake. FoCuS TPing home. He's really afraid of this push here coming. Wants to set up some serpent wards first, maybe. And FoCuS gave away both heal scrolls. Oh, man. That looks like a big, big mistake. He also needs to start planting serpent wards here. FoCuS a bit slow on everything. Full mana Shadowhunter. Time for some serpent wards. What's he doing? Tree of Ages on the way north. This is perhaps the late game win condition for Infi. Both players at around 80 supply. 2-2 upgrades now finally on the hunts. Only 0-1 on the raiders. Ooh. They might melt quick. Abra Kebabra, thank you for the 20 months. And he's going to pick up the third heal scroll. Oh no, protection scroll. Wow. I can't believe FoCuS didn't go for heal scrolls. That is such an oversight. But now the resources are low. The main has expired. And time is on Infi's side. Just use the heal salve, bro. Alright, we got a standoff. None of the heroes really close to level 6. Shouldn't FoCuS just engage a fight? He's got a shop right here. Hex on the Alchemist right away. Alright, and in we go. Blade Master entangled right away. Makes his way to the back. He's got the lightning shield upon himself. Proto Beast providing aura, not to the whole army. The Hex is working out well against the Alchemist heal spray. But the Huntresses are tanking in the front line. And it seems like Infi has the damage to take out the Orc units. Maybe. Blade Master entangled again. Mirror Image comes through, if a bit late. Proto Beast still hasn't devoured. Shadowhunter got the level 5 finally. Oh, Blade Master! Low HP, but does survive. Invo Potion was not needed. He's got 1 on each hero. FoCuS knows that this expansion is about to run out. He's still got the sentry here. It's 2 minutes left of mining. Oh, and everything's so hurt. Oh my god, everything is ultra hurt. 10 supply lead for Infi, but that doesn't mean that he's gonna win. But he's getting closer to ultimates. I think that's the most important thing. He's getting closer to ultimates. And FoCuS has no frontline left. All the grunts and raiders are dead. He's making new ones. That also seems a bit late, though. Good damage from the Serpent Wards. Blade Master getting closer to level 6, by the way. Ooh, big crit right there. But FoCuS very low on heal salves. Well, very hard for Infi to consolidate his forces, use the heal scroll. And he doesn't have healing anymore. doesn't have mana on the Alchemist. Oh, goodness. FoCuS, this is a 2-0 for him, perhaps. He's so close to level 6. There we go! Blade Storm! Gets out of the entangle with the Blade Storm. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, the archers all getting destroyed. Going for the Keeper. Oh my god, that was an Orc wet dream. With Blade Storm to victory. This whole game he had lots of mana. Finally, he was able to use it on the Blade. Alchemist level 6 would have been huge, but he didn't get there. And that is GG. Loktar Ogar with the Blade Storm. Some fireworks to finish map 2. So FoCuS moves on into the upper bracket final. Fun game. FoCuS with a pretty good game, but did make some mistakes here and there. Almost cost him. The fact that this AP push ended up being so painful was a big problem for him. What's up with my webcam? Keeps freezing. Yeah, but FoCuS gets the 2. Oh, well done. Alright, next game coming up, Remind versus 120 in a little while. We're going to go into a short break, and then we're going to have the second game coming up next, Remind versus 120.